Hello to the one person that watches this terrible video on how I want to give you tips about Battlefield 1 and you're wondering why you even clicked on this video or why you're listening to me talk right now. I'm sorry that I've done this to you. First things first, one big tip in winning conquest games is if the enemy takes your back caps, which are the flags that are closest to your spawn, I suggest spawning at your deploy point, going back and capturing them. Because there's nothing more annoying than pushing up and taking, on this map, taking C and D, just look behind you and see you have F and E taken by the enemy. So you know they're going to come up behind you and they're going to tickle you, and you don't want to get tickled, trust me. And as you saw right there, the stationary anti-tank weapons are really useful in this game. Not too many people use them, and they're kind of a bitch to take out if you're in a tank too, unless you have the howitzer tank, because I'm pretty sure you can one-shot them. And I put this clip in here because I'm very patient when going for the objective. You don't always have to just PTFO and jump directly on the objective. Sometimes take your time, and if you see someone start to push, get in there and follow them. Or sometimes you may even have to start the push. Also, as you see, the flag is marked by me because I'm the squad leader. If you're a squad leader, always mark the objective because it gives extra points to everyone in your squad, and it gives your squad some type of objective if they want to listen to it. I mean, sometimes it's not going to happen, but if it does, it's pretty. And here we are trying to push to C. And the main thing here is also, like I said before, you don't always have to just, if you see like your squad leader mark an objective, it doesn't mean you have to just throw your life away and go straight for it. I've seen that happen a lot. You'd be surprised. Newer players to the Battlefield series, they just go for objectives hardcore, which is a good thing to do. I mean, I'm happy about it, but sometimes it's not the smartest thing to do. You're just going to waste tickets and die. Which, I mean, one ticket isn't the biggest impact, but if a squad of 5 gets wiped out because they're not paying attention. So let's say I didn't kill any of those guys in that building towards D. They could have come up behind all of us in this building right now and wiped us completely. So sometimes it's better just clear out the enemy on your flank and then push up and get the job done. And if this clip shows anything, sometimes I do not follow my own rules and I become a kill whore. But to be fair, I kind of need to be a kill whore because I couldn't push up. Right here, I just go on a straight up tear with the bar. This was my first game ever with the bar, and I was using the Storm edition because Storm gives you better ADS, less ADS recoil. And I'm just getting like these collateral kills non-stop, and I don't even know what's going on. And here is the most beautiful thing in the world. I whip out them lumpy charges. The lumpy charges are so fun to use because they stick to objects, and I don't think they really show up as an explosive like a grenade does. So sometimes the enemies have no idea they're there. Like that, I threw around the wall, and as soon as the guy ran into the room, it was basically like a claymore. See, I throw one out, run away, and boom, double kill. It's the best thing in the world. So right here, I don't know, our team actually got Charlie, so I guess I helped a little bit. I stopped them from getting that push into the building and raining down on them. And right there, I just wasn't looking behind me and dead. I really don't think this next bit of information is relevant to the gameplay. Well, a part of it is, but one great thing to do is if there's an enemy tank on the other team completely wrecking you, just switch to assault. Just don't ignore it. Don't just keep playing medic or support and let that tank just rain havoc on your team. Switch it up and help out your team, because even if there's one assault player trying to take that tank out, there's a good chance they're not going to be able to, especially if it's a heavy tank. So you have multiple assaults on that tank, you're going to get it down a lot faster. And you can see we push behind them and are starting to backcap them. And here I see a tank and I'm just like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to risk my life. I'm the only one here. It's just a light tank. Light tanks are really easy to tank out. Tank out, take out. Right there, throwing out the tank grenade, kill that guy for some reason. And now this is where I get a little tricky. I shoot, I run, I try to bait him to shoot right there, so I run back, and then I finish him off. And then here, I just keep harassing the enemy team by holding down A with that shotty that looks so beautiful. The gold camo on the Hellfighter shotgun is magnificent. And boom, A's ours, they ain't touching it. This right here is just to reinforce the point I made earlier by using the anti-armor stationary weapons, because they can be used for anything, like taking out infantry, and they do a ton of damage to tanks, like I showed in basically like the first like minute and a half of the video. So, like I said before, please, you may not be able to hit all the time, but just getting one ding on a tank with this thing will help out your team tremendously. And boom goes the dynamite, right up in a second. I see that tank over there, it's already a little bit injured. Pow, quad kill. And that's all the tips I have. If this helped you in any way at all, give it a like. If it didn't, dislike it and call me a piece of shit. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about, I don't know, anything in the game, let me know, because right now I'm absolutely in love with this game. I've played so much, it's absurd. But yeah, so leave a comment, leave feedback, tell me if you like this video or you hate it, if any of my tips were helpful. They probably weren't, and if you have any tips that you think may be helpful, leave a comment down below, and I will learn too, because there's nothing I like more than improving in this game. Don't ask me what I just did right here. Just ignore that. Look the other way, kids.